going to be doing Lewis Spies. Um, they're not hard if you have Ivara. You can cheese right on through it. It's pretty nice. You just have to have the prog augment, and you're pretty much unstoppable. There are other ways to do it, but this is the build I'm running right now. Get me a little bit faster for getting from place to place. Got lightning dash. One, because I like the electricity, so it pushes it above mobilize. Sorry. But I've got it for the aim glide and wall latch for one of the things. One of the spy vaults. And this is currently the build. You don't even need full energy. I just primed flow because who doesn't want 656 possible energy? You only need like 300 with this build. Because these are the stats we get off of it. So we're only using this for prowl. That's why our range doesn't really matter too much. I'm really not worried about, being able to loot from people because I have the Zeneric tree, so I can just leave the bubble on the ground, sit in it, and get to 300 energy, and then just go on. Don't need to steal anything from anybody. I'm not going to be doing any of the challenger rooms for this because I can do some, but most of them require 2 people, which kind of sucks. But, yeah. This is the stats. This is the build. And this is the most important thing on here, is infiltrate. Because, one, you move a little faster. You get 25% movement speed. And you can just walk through all lasers and not get caught at all. You don't set anything off. This, to kill anything, just because I like them. And because I like the Zaw. I built it. I like it. I named it. We're going with it. Alright, Pavlov. Not doing Nightmare. I could. Shield mode. Low gravity might screw it up a little bit. So, for now, no. I don't do low gravity too often. So, the no shield doesn't matter. I'm not going to get shot very often. There are other ways. I mean, I'm sure you can go to anyone else's videos, look at YouTube channels or anything.
Your mission is to
they're gonna have better guides. Mine's just
find.
kind of a, hey, this is how you do it with Ivara. Showing how I do it. I think it's the quickest way to do it, in my opinion. So, see, the electricity just looks nice. We'll start moving when we get to about 300 energy. That's all we'll need. At least that's what I found. I maxed out my energy one time, didn't even need it. I used a quarter of the energy at best. So I could probably actually go from now. Let's try it. Let's see how far we get with this energy. I may boost myself a little bit more, but no. No shooting. No. So much for not taking damage. Oh, come on. Right into the tree. That was my fault, though. Bye.
The target console is nearby.
Alright.
If you trigger the alarms now, the enemy will start destroying data.
Okay, so there are other ways to do this than the way that I'm going to, but
be on the lookout for
I found this to be quicker.
You may be able to turn these to your advantage.
But this is why I needed the extra no. I screwed that up, didn't I? Yep. God. Alright, reload. Okay. So, you can go through here and go this way. If you don't really have a stealth frame, you know, you can go through there and then you just... Your only threat is this guy. You'll just follow that and there will be more lasers on the other side. I may go through and show that again, but I go this way. This is what you can do if you have Prowl, the infiltrate augment for Prowl, because those lasers that are moving around will set off an alarm if they catch you. Well, crap. Screwed that one up too. They don't, I think you saw it, they don't catch you if you're prowled, so it can't set off the alarms. So, if you don't have the, yeah, see, like that, if you don't have the augment, and then it's all done. We move on through. I find this pretty easy. You just sit here, kill them. And then you're done. You've collected a vault. Just make sure you don't screw this up. You can cipher if you want to, but you know, I like to do it for real. Mainly because I've done these a lot. That I need. You want to scan it, bud? Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay. In all honesty, that's really the hardest vault. Like, and once you figure out how to do the vaults, they're really not that hard. It's like most other games. It takes trial and error to find out how well you are. And I personally recommend doing spies all the time. They're really good sources of mods. They can give you really good mods, and Ivara. And she's an amazing Warframe. Loki just edges out until you get the infiltrate augment, because you can't all you can do is aim, glide, double jump, and roll. You can't like, you can do this, you can roll, but you can't bullet jump. It'll kick you out of... Oh no, this one's the easiest one, I'm sorry. Take that back. This one's the easiest. Because that's all it is. But, really good. There's some pretty decent mods that come out of here. And,
this console has been severely damaged.
Ivara is another really good one. She comes out of spy vaults. So you kind of need a little bit of RNG to kind of get her, like all Warframes. And if you don't really like spies, it can get kind of boring to just keep running spies. I like spies, and it got boring farming for Ivara because I needed her blueprint. That's all I needed, and I just kept running it and running it and running it. Just could not get it. And when you're farming Ivara, her chassis and neuroptics, I find all those vaults are really easy. But
this console has been severely damaged. Anything out of it in this state.
The blueprint and the neuroptics drop from the same level, high levels, and so the best.
The target console is nearby.
I find
if you
the best thing to do is
data.
That's not gonna reach. Okay. The neuroptics and blueprints drop from the higher levels, starting from like Uranus and going back. So I would recommend Uranus. Once you can learn the spy vaults on Uranus, they're a lot easier, and you can do them without a stealth frame. Entirely without a stealth frame. It's nice. You don't have to worry about anything. There's no, I mean, there are lasers to watch out for. I can go through and show some of the Uranus things too in another video, which I probably will to help people out. But, like, getting her neuroptics and blueprint can take a little while if you don't have good luck. So, you can do this room. I don't. I'm not very good at it. It goes by too quickly. So, I think it'll probably save you a lot of time. You don't have to go through this process. This isn't where I wanted to be. What am I doing? Go through here. And just around. Go through. Back away. Shoot this. It'll drop that explosive container. And then it just goes over there, and then shoot it. There we go. Oh, come on. Really? There we go. And then you just come through here. This one takes a little bit more time. I mean, there are other ways. Again, there are multiple ways to do all the vaults here. I'm just doing the ones I find easiest. Yes. Go through here and we're in. You just come through here and you're at the vault. Fumble fingers.
Excellent work.
That's
clean extraction with no alarms.
That's it. I mean,
We have everything we
I don't.
need for.
As
Get
from
to
what I've
extraction.
seen, it's those 3 vaults. They're not in the same order, but it's just those 3 vaults. So once you can really figure out how to do it, it's not a very hard area. But I find it a heck of a lot easier if you have Ivara. There are sections that you can just skip, and they're not. It's just a little quicker. That one doesn't save you any time because you're going in and out, in and out, in and out. But I find it the easiest to just find it the easiest to do. You can get decent stuff out of here, like 400 endo is from the 3rd vault. Serration, I believe, is from the 2nd vault from doing 2. Hydraulic crosshairs is from 1. The only reason to really do 3 vaults on Lua is if you're trying to get Ivara, because I believe her neuroptics or blueprint drop from here. It's one of the 2. Maybe both. I think it counts as the higher level things too. But that's the only reason to come here. You have to do all 3 vaults to get her. But that's the Lua spy rooms. I mean, they're not hard. They're pretty simple. Not a lot to do. Once you can learn them, it's like everything in Warframe. Once you learn the mechanics of how it works, you're good. That's all you need. You don't really have to do a whole lot more than just learn. I stream on Twitch occasionally. I don't really have a whole lot of time to do it right now. May pick up later, but that's it for today. And see you in the next video. Bye.